Welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Allingham, joined by Michael Cambo Campbell.
My pleasure.
Oh, a pleasure. Cambo, I've got a little life hack
Okay.
for you and the listeners.
Sure.
It does involve buying a product first, though.
This sounds like an ad placement.
Yeah,
But I know
yeah.
we don't do that
Yeah.
on this podcast.
Just give me the money and I'll get you the product. This is for people that might have some fitness goals, perhaps. Want to feel a little bit better about them.
Yep.
So about their fitness goals, perhaps. I currently have a Garmin watch.
Yep.
It's a model of a sort.
Yep.
I don't know what one it is.
It's one that looks like a real watch.
One that looks like a real watch.
Yep.
Yeah. And on it has a step count. Step counter thing. A lot of people that try to get the steps up. It's pretty good. This app in particular, this watch in particular, has a feature where rather than you putting in the amount of steps that you want to do, it just encourages you by saying, look, we'll just try and get you to do a little bit more than your average. Right? Which is a nice idea, right? Slowly build up.
Yep.
But it also has this effect where if I do nothing for like 6 days of the week, and on the 7th day I play tennis, then I get little notifications like, hey, you've done 3 times your step goal today. That's a win. That's a win in my book. It makes me feel really good about myself. It's like my step limit is been so low that it's like, hey, just try to get like more than 2,000 steps today. And then I rack up like 10,000. I feel so good about myself.
So what you're saying is get any smartwatch.
Get
I feel like it's a pretty common feature, isn't it?
Is it that it does?
Yeah.
It just tries to get above your
Yeah,
average.
yeah.
I thought a lot of them like you set an amount and then you
You know what?
because like 10,000 is meant to be like a good step count.
You know what the Apple Watch does? Which this is my theory.
Yeah,
It just give you awards every now and again.
yeah.
Like, hey, you unlocked this achievement. You're like,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
I?
Yeah,
Yeah, the achievement of
it's Thursday.
7,821 steps.
Yeah,
That's the achievement we set for you, and you did it.
yeah. It's a prime number.
Yeah, I feel like if they feel your motivation is waning,
Yeah,
and
right.
you do a workout, they're like, "Hey, you unlocked that achievement that we had always had.
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
thought this was an achievement."
Yeah. But it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a lazy shit most of the time. That's why the step count is so low.
Here's something
Ridiculous,
I
though.
learned recently: 10,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Started as most things do, as a marketing campaign
Right. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a pedometer company.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Use that pedometer because you should be doing 10,000 steps a day."
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, like I think the consensus is, well, it's not like it's good for you to do 10,000 steps a day.
It
But
might be that they
apparently
did the
like
research to say
around
that,
7,500 and above, I believe, is like that's probably enough. 10,000 is great. Like if
Yeah.
you're doing 10,000, great. But yeah, it's like breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and all these other facts that people take is like,
Yeah.
this must be science.
Mm.
No, it's all marketing.
Santa wears a red suit.
Yeah. You idiots.
Yeah.
We know the truth. We know he's naked.
Yeah, exactly. That's the real truth.
Yeah.
The cold doesn't affect
He's
him.
in your house naked.
Yeah. That's how he oils himself up, slides
That's why
down
he
the
comes
chimney.
at night and no one sees him. He knows it's a crime.
Yeah. Yeah. He's more secretive, he's realized, if he is committing a crime. That's why he does it. It's almost like a incentive for
Yeah.
him.
If it wasn't a crime, he'd knock in like,
Yeah.
hey, it's Santa here. Here's your presents.
Here's your presents.
Yeah. And to be clear, he wears clothes 364 days of the year.
So it's
He
Christmas.
gets naked to do this.
Yeah. He gets really turned on about it. And just remember, he gives presents to your children.
Yeah.
So is that the kind of guy you want in your
Do
house?
you want him winning
Not
favor
mine.
with your kids? I
No.
wouldn't.
Not mine. Anywho,
Don't feed him milk and cookies. That
Yeah.
only incentivizes it.
Yeah, that's right. I heard he just dips his balls in the milk. Anyway.
Don't get a start on the Easter Bunny.
Ugh. You do not want to know what he does with that carrot. Let me tell you. Okay. This first Reddit on Reddit is by Fuzzy Golden Retriever. This dude was...
How did he get on Reddit?
Yeah, oh well.
I mean, golden retrievers are very clever.
They
so.
are very clever. They are very clever. And this is in the subreddit 2X chromosomes. This dude was bullying a woman on Instagram, so I found his wife and tagged her in his comment.
This is so good.
It's so good, isn't it?
Except if the wife was like, yeah, fuck this bitch.
Yeah, that's
Because,
true.
like, you can have two toxic people in a relationship.
Some people, exist in that way. Anyway, I will explain more.
Mhm.
Some men think that as long as they're private, they can do or say whatever they want. Funny enough, most of the time, the men that will do this are the same men stupid enough to use their face and their wife's face as their profile pic. It doesn't take me that long. This dude posted a grossly offensive GIF on a post of a beautiful, curvy woman just living life. Girl was wearing cute jeans and a t-shirt and playing golf, minding her damn business. But I guess that was still way too offensive to the eyes of this precious man. Also, this dude was at least like 35. So I searched his handle on Google. His account was private. Took me about 5 minutes to find his wife, and her profile was public, so it was easy to validate it was the correct person. Anyway, I tagged her in his comment. He liked my comment and then immediately blocked me. Glad you got my message. I hope he's also stupid enough to leave the comment up because she'll still see my tag then. It's all fun and games until it's time to be held accountable. Also, I saw a high school boy absolutely going in on this lady for no reason. His high school got screenshots of his behavior. Another high schooler commented something nasty. If he doesn't apologize in the next 3 hours, his family is getting tagged. Karma is my DM. Edit to clarify some stuff. A few of you are lecturing me that this was too far for a teenager. No the fuck it was not, lol. Being a kid is the perfect time for a parent to sit them down and have a talk on how you treat people before it's too late. In a few short years, these kids will enter the real world, and that behavior will bite them in the ass, and or the chance at correction without legal or monetary consequence will go down drastically. What a waste of time. No, I actually quite enjoyed it. I ate ice cream and listened to some T-Swizzle, and Evil laughed when they thought I was bluffing.
This does not surprise me, this person is a Taylor Swift fan, by the way.
Yeah. I'm not in the slightest bit sorry. Mwahaha.
Yeah.
Can
I tell you a red flag if I see a profile of a guy?
Yeah.
They're normally commenting on shit like this.
Yeah.
If they've taken a selfie in their car
Oh, yeah.
with like Oakley's on.
Yeah, why is it always Oakley?
And why are they always in their car?
Yeah.
Like not with their car, like in their car.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's like, look, I own.
Or if their profile picture is a car.
Mm.
Also a red flag for me.
Yeah, that's true. Most guys are. I know exactly what you mean.
What about an anime character? The hotter the anime girl, the more concerned I am.
That's definitely like a teenage boy thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
More so.
Different subculture I try to avoid, but for a different reason. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like that's not great. I think I thought this was like such a awesome solution to a problem, because it really is the problem of the internet since its inception is the anonymity that people have.
Yeah. And
I think it is such a good idea to kind of take that away from people that are being assholes.
Yeah.
And the brilliant thing is, it only affects assholes.
Yeah.
If you tag somebody's wife, partner in a comment of somebody else where they've been really nice, it doesn't affect them. It's only when you're saying stupid things that you shouldn't on the internet that you need to be punished by
maybe
your family and friends.
I like
being
the
noticed.
idea of getting tagged when you do something nice. Maybe if I comment something nice,
Yeah.
I'll just tag Stacey myself.
Yeah.
Like, check this out. Look what I do.
Look how nice I am.
It's like at Stacey, FYI.
Yeah. I'm being really nice to this person. That would be. I wonder how Stacey would take that. Like,
Badly.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you piece of shit. That's what she'd say to you, even if you're being nice.
And then I'd tag her in it, be like, I've got to call you out with this.
Yeah,
Tag myself in
me,
it.
tag you.
I'm tagging your partner so you can see this.
Yeah. It does also. This though, I feel like, especially perhaps in this scenario where this guy sent a offensive GIF to a curvy woman just living life.
Yeah.
I feel like his wife might have similar views on curvy people just living their lives, which is the unfortunate kind of mistake for that. Because then you could just end up in like a war with people that are the worst in the world.
I kind of wish it was a comment about, this is a terrible thing to say, by the way. I kind of wish it was a comment about women generally rather than weight, because you're right, weight.
Yeah.
Both sides can be pretty fucking cruel about weight.
Yeah.
But if it was about women, surely his wife would disagree.
Yeah. Well, even then, though, sometimes
that's true. That's true.
Not the case, which is so strange to me. Because if anyone bagged men, Cambo, oh boy, we are the best. I've been told it my whole life.
Who bagged men, Nelson?
Women, Cambo. Women did it.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
You know what? It's ever since that Barbie movie came out, Nelson. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm pro Ken. Anyway, I thought this was really good, and I wanted to spread the story so that if anybody else happens to find themselves in this situation,
tag this guy's wife.
Tag this guy's wife specifically. Let's try it and break up their marriage from this one post.
Like if you see like a handsome bachelor, tag him. Like, look at this guy.
Yeah,
he's way better.
Hey, he probably doesn't say rude things about overweight people. All right, Cambo, let's get into Ask Reddit.
Ask Reddit.
This Ask Reddit was actually in the subreddit Ask an Australian. And Cambo, we are in fact Australian. Why is who cooks the barbecue so important to Australians, and what insights does it offer into social status?
Well, generally, it's very important, by the way.
Oh boy.
If you have people over at your house and your barbecue, and someone else tries to cook on that barbecue, you may as well leave your house. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing.
That's like somebody stealing your partner away from you.
I don't
offense.
I don't think this is a uniquely Australian thing necessarily. I feel like if Americans had like a cook up or something and they're doing burgers and hot dogs and stuff, generally it's like the dad of the house, and around the barbecue, other men will accumulate.
Yeah,
but they shall not talk.
Yeah. Do you know what I think this comes from?
They just kind of hang around. It's weird.
No, they still talk.
Yeah, they do.
Well, but it's less talking than you'd think.
Yeah. Or like you get a bit of like, this is about done, mate.
Yeah.
I reckon,
Yeah.
How's work? Yeah, it's all right, yeah.
What I think, right, is funny is that we impose a like specific cultural thing around a barbecue where it's actually not that difficult to discern, which is the host usually cooks the food. I just feel like that's normal because they've invited people around to whatever. And then if you see that person cooking, you're like, well, they're doing something for me. I feel like guilty. I'm not going to be inside with others, so I'll go out and make conversation with them.
Yeah, keep them company.
Keep them company because they're by themselves, and then naturally more people do the same thing, and that's why it ends up being a whole bunch of guys next to the person cooking the meat. And it's not like this.
Generally, if they're going to someone's house, say we're all coming to your house, Nelson, you'll be on the barbecue cooking.
Yeah.
So I will say, this will make it right. I'll bring a packet of cheap supermarket sausages.
Oh, yeah.
For the barbecue.
Don't give me the good ones, Gabbo.
No.
Yeah.
I would never go to a butcher for them, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And everyone brings the same ones.
Yeah.
So the variety is very limited.
Yeah, that's
Someone
true.
might do like a I don't know, like a burger patty or something.
Oh, there's that one guy that brings in the veggie patties because he's like, I'm vegetarian.
Yeah, and then,
all right.
and then they're like, "Are you going to cook that on the same
Yeah.
plate?" And you're like,
yes, obviously I am. It's pretty funny. But I also think that I have a friend who is the barbecuer.
Yep.
That even though traditionally, when you go over to somebody's house, it's like the host who cooks. But for some reason, I think maybe he volunteered just a few times to be like, oh, I'll cook stuff on the barbie. And me, I'm like, sick. I don't want to have to do that. I don't care about the status of cooking.
Nah.
I'm like, if somebody else is like, hey, I'll do that for you. I'm like, okay.
Okay. I'll be inside playing the
I'm
PlayStation.
Yeah. Let me know when it's done. It is funny because I have found out in those scenarios that there is less of a congregation around the barbecuer because they're not the host.
Yeah.
And normally it's about like the host is like, and normally I'll be doing other stuff like, you know, getting a salad ready or whatever. I'm still like preparing stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, then people are still congregating around me. It's really about congregating around the host, and it just so happens that more times than not, that host is on the barbecue.
Yeah. There are some people that are like, I can cook a sausage so well. And it's all about the rotation of the sausage at certain points.
Yeah.
Because you do them all in the line, and then you run the little thing over them, and they all turn at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like these are the tricks of the trade.
Yeah.
But
then you're like, it's just sausage.
It's just sausage.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's in fact so unbelievably easy.
Put it on plate.
Yes.
Turn occasionally.
Yeah.
Wait until you think it's done. Leave it on for a few more minutes just in case, because no one's ever sure if they're completely done.
I do say this, but there was a time where I had some friends over for a barbecue. I had quite a lot of friends. I bought way too much food, Cambo. Oh my God, it was so many sausages.
That's the Italian.
We had sausages for days.
You always get more food than is necessary.
I admit I always over-cater, but this time was like, I did it like 4 times the amount of food I actually needed. But what happened is, as I was coming back from getting said food, I was in a car accident, and I reckon this was legitimately the closest I've been to death ever in my life. Some guy packed his trailer wrong, and it was swerving on the road, and he ended up spinning out, and the trailer smacked the entire side of my car. It was my parents' car actually at the time, and so the trailer hit the car horizontally, right, like next to each other.
Yeah.
And to put it into perspective how much impact this was, it bent the axle. So if you're pushing against something horizontally, a steel rod, there's a lot of force that is needed to like bend that.
Yeah.
And so the car was a total write-off because of that. And anyway, so then later on, so I was like really shook, a lot of glass and stuff. I was thankfully not hurt at all. Because it did hit the tire. It impacted like all the impact, the force. Yeah. So luckily, if it had been higher and not hit the tire, it probably would have taken off the roof and maybe my head.
Shit.
And anyway, so went back to this barbecue, and I was a bit shook.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I was. I honestly was like, I think like I'm okay. And it was like scary, but whatever. But then I burnt every single sausage on that barbecue. At the end of the day, I was like, oh, I think I know why I did that.
Yeah.
I think because the whole time I was just thinking about death.
I like to think that like someone looked at you just staring at the barbecue with the sausages burning, and in your head you're just hearing, Nelson?
Yeah.
It's just like, completely tuned
kind
out.
Of white noise in my ears. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I didn't know that.
But Campbell, every single sausage I burnt, every single one of the plethora that I bought.
You bloody silly sausage.
So ridiculous. Anyway. All right, Campbell, let's get into Today I Advice. So now it's time for Today I Learned. Today I Learned. And also sometimes advice. This Today I Learned was by No Salmon Said It 4 times. Today I learned tortillas are a prohibited item at Sun Devil Stadium, Arizona State University. Possession of tortillas within the stadium can be a cause for removal without a refund. Now, Cambo.
Here's the frustrating thing about this Today I learned.
Okay, yep.
They did not say why they're banned.
I was going to say, Cambo, any other podcast would follow up with the reason why. Because all Today I Learns have to be linked to a source.
Yeah.
It probably says in the source.
Yeah.
Not us, not me,
No,
Cambo.
no.
I read the headlines and I move on.
Yep. Why do you reckon they're banned?
Yeah, that's the real question here. Why do you reckon tortillas are banned?
Is it a baseball field, it said?
It is
Oh, you said
just
stadium.
a stadium.
I'm going to say it's a
Some
baseball field
stadium.
because of this.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I reckon someone stapled 2 tortillas together at the top and the
Yeah.
side,
Yeah.
and someone was walking out in a hurry and said, that looks like a baseball glove.
Oh,
And they put it on their
no.
hand, thinking it was going to offer them the protection of a fully leather padded glove.
Oh my god.
Caught a ball at full
Broke
speed.
their hand.
Broke their hand.
Oh, yeah, you can't. Tortillas do look too similar
They
to
do.
baseball.
They do. Especially someone staples the top and sides.
Yeah, that's the issue. And then, because of that event, everybody thought it'd be hilarious to then bring tortillas
Exactly.
and catch balls. More broken hands.
Exactly.
campaigns. Stupid idiots. Yeah, it's a safety thing. It's
Yeah.
a precaution in
Yeah.
a way. What if maybe there was just a taco stand out the front? Only sells tacos, no tortillas.
Mhm.
And that, yeah, like the shells.
Yep.
And maybe there's a bit of a rivalry. Maybe they're a bad taco stand, and in protest, people bring tortillas. But the taco stand, they're paying rent, mate. They won't have any of this
Okay.
tortilla nonsense.
Okay.
And so they've done a handshake deal, probably shady stuff, with the owner of the stadium. They said,
Yeah.
hey, kick out anyone with tortilla, right? And tacos only. I'm a taco only place.
Yeah.
I think there could be. It's big taco.
Yep. I've got a third theory.
Yeah.
And this, I reckon I've cracked it.
Mm-hmm.
The owner of the stadium.
Yeah.
His wife had an affair
Oh my god.
with a guy, unfortunately called Tommy Tortilla. And he said, I'll be damned if any tortillas are coming in. And they all they heard was no tortillas in the stadium.
Yeah. There was
And
no
just to
clarification.
be absolutely careful, they got rid of all tortillas,
Oh.
person or food.
Oh my god. Mr. Tortilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sly dog.
It's a larger conversation about the unethical acts of Tommy Tortilla. But
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
we're not
yeah.
here to judge.
It's really about. I would like to sum up this today I learned by why are they banned?
Yep.
Because of adultery. You don't need any more explanation from that. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Here's another one. This is by Mankles3. Today I learned the majority of millennials and Gen Z are use subtitles when streaming TV.
Yeah, I've lived with people that do this.
Yeah, right.
I
I found that really interesting.
Yeah, I don't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I certainly know several people that do. And people that are like, I can't watch stuff without subtitles.
Yeah, which to me, I feel like it's one of those things that if you did a study, this is a crazy leap of to conclusion, but I reckon if you did a study, people that use subtitles would have worse hearing.
Yeah, okay.
Because I feel like it's one of those things. And in fact, I do remember hearing ages ago some ear doctor. What do they call? An earologist.
Earologist.
An earologist.
Not to be confused with a hearologist.
No. They always just say, "Come here."
Yeah. He said that's HERE.
Yeah.
Hearologist.
They're
And
really good at getting people to come over here.
they specialize in it.
Yeah.
So what did the earologist say?
The earologist. He said that if you want to improve your hearing, he's like literally just sit silently and try to hear distant sounds. He's like, because that will naturally improve your hearing, that because the eardrum, like, you know, or the muscles or whatever aren't in there, like pick up what you hear the most.
Yeah.
So if you kind of, like a muscle, you flex it and it improves your hearing.
I think that there was someone I knew that did this, and their thing was that they're like, every TV show and every movie is badly mixed, and you can never
Really?
understand dialogue.
Okay.
And at first I thought, well, maybe you just have like bad TV speakers and you need like a sound bar or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, even at the movies, everything's mixed wrong. Can't hear dialogue.
Do they only watch Christopher Nolan
Well,
films?
it just made me think, I think it's you. Like,
Yeah. You've got bad hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would totally agree with that. I mean, I think things definitely can be mixed poorly.
Certainly,
or
but not
even-
every single
not
thing.
Every movie all the time.
Yeah.
I think sometimes there's. In fact, we were watching The Bear recently. Me and my partner.
Yeah.
And there was one line that we couldn't hear, and it was just because of the delivery. Was like they kind of mumbled the line. There was also, I think, maybe some Foley as well that was like interrupted at the exact same time. We literally went back, played it, still didn't get it, so went back, put the subtitles on, and they got it, and it was just like a nothing line. It was so useless to the whole thing.
I need an order up.
Yeah. No, it was like, oh, you're
Piece of shit.
you throw down, actually, was the line,
throw
which
down.
is referenced later on. So it's almost
Okay.
lucky that we did do it. But that's like the only time where I feel like I'll need subtitles. If like, they have actually delivered the line at the wrong time. There's some extra sort of background noise. But what's interesting, I think, is subtitles on games are always present on, like, in particular RPG games.
Yep.
It'll be the default setting when you start a game. You have to opt to turn them off. And I have started turning them off because I found that I would pay less attention, even though I'm reading the dialogue. Because it's almost like easier maybe to take in, I'm not actually paying attention to the story. I'm just kind of reading and, like, I don't know. It's like it's going through one ear or one eye and out the ear. And so I'll turn them off and I find, oh no, I'm actually like enjoying and paying attention a bit more. But the reason why I think that subtitles in games are the default is because, unlike TV and unlike that situation me and my partner went through, you can't usually go back and listen to the dialogue again or, put the subtitles on again. So there were times where I did miss the line because of, again, maybe it was
Mixing
just
or
bad mixing or whatever. And I was like, oh, I just don't know what they've said.
Yeah.
And I can't go back and do that because it's a whole cutscene and you can't pause and rewind cutscenes in video games. And sometimes you can like replay stuff, but it's like a whole, what you have to wait for one until that cutscene's finished, then usually go through a few menus or something, find the last movie, and then be like, okay, replay this. And then you usually can't, have to wait until that point. You can't fast forward through it. So it's like this whole mess. So I was like, I think that's why the default is to put subtitles on video games. But otherwise I find it really, really strange.
Do you want to hear something depressing about consumption habits of our generation and the next generation?
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the girl's name, but
Tiffany.
It's Tiffany. It was Tiffany. Yeah. And she's pretty prominent in Hollywood. She's a writer, and she said that
she's a rightologist.
A rightologist. Yep. Not RIGHT. They specialize in being right all the time.
Yeah.
And you want to listen to them because they are very good.
They yeah.
No, she's a rightologist.
They're know-it-alls,
but
official,
writing.
the profession know-it-all.
Yeah. And she had said that she'd pitched to a couple of streaming services.
Yeah.
And the thing that they're most interested in at the moment is what they call second screen entertainment.
Yeah.
Which is entertainment at a level in which people will still get it even if they're not looking at the screen and they're on their phone.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. I hate it.
Yeah. I hate it. But occasionally I'll do that too.
Don't get me wrong, you do need some second screen entertainment occasionally.
Yeah, sometimes.
But you can't make all content that way.
Yeah. It's sad that has become a genre.
Yes.
Yeah. For me, the second screen entertainment is actually when I watch people stream video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
mine's only like
or
watching a show I've already seen a bunch.
Yeah.
I'll put it on and just kind of it's like white noise.
Yeah.
Just a weird comfort.
Yeah, interesting. All right, Kevin, let's move on to shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts, 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 shower thoughts, 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 shower thoughts, 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 shower thoughts, thoughts, thoughts.
This shower thought is by Anony Mustard. Moustard. I don't know. Everything smells at least a little bit like nose. Never thought about that, have you, Cambo?
Yeah. But what does nose smell like? Is it just flesh?
I don't know, but I constantly smell it. I can't put my finger on what it is, but
Is it similar to noise cancelling headphones
yeah.
where they will register a sound and then filter it out so you don't hear it?
Yeah.
Does your nose do that with smell? It is all the way around, but your nose calibrates and filters out the smell of nose.
Okay, how about this then? Does that mean that if I was to smell your nose,
Yeah.
I couldn't smell it?
Mm.
Because it's nose smell that
Oh
my
my
brain is
God.
filtering out.
Oh my God, we're going to need a whole team on this.
Yeah. And then I feel like this is the solution to like, we need like deodorant that's nose smell, where you put it on and it like, it's invisible to other noses because it doesn't smell. It covers up the body odor with nose smell that no one can actually smell.
So you don't have a scent to
You
anyone.
don't have a scent. You're scentless.
Could you, if you were smuggling drugs through an airport,
Oh my God.
put a bunch of them in your bag with
my
the
God.
drug, and the dog's like, I don't smell a fucking thing.
Yeah. Well, then you need dog nose scent.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
difference,
yeah.
obviously. Yeah.
But you can make it.
Yeah, you could do it. I think we've
Food for thought or smell.
smell for thought.
Yeah.
Here's another one. This is by A Lovely Worm. Tornadoes are one of the weirdest things we just accept as normal. Which is true.
Yeah.
Let's think about this.
Sometimes the wind goes insane.
For a correct, yeah.
Pressure
systems.
systems.
You're like, oh yeah, just wind going around in a circle really fast. How did-
something to do with wind pressure. I
So
don't know.
all of a sudden, it just
It's-
appears, and
yeah.
you're like, okay, I'll accept this as a thing that happens in the world.
I guess this will rip everything out of the ground.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
It's like it does seem like some magic. Like somebody, if you came from a different planet where tornadoes didn't exist, but everything else was the same, and then you came here, you'd be like, oh, you've got magic here. That's cool.
Yeah.
These tornado, this wind magic you've got. That's what happens there. Also, what's crazy? It's like lava that just exists.
Yeah. Tidal waves.
Tidal
Oh,
waves.
there's a biggie.
Tsunami.
A
Yeah.
big one. They're
It's-
normally fine, but every now and again.
Every now and again we get
a real big one.
Yeah, we get one that's it's a biggie.
Yeah, I think like most natural disasters are pretty weird if you think about them. Earthquakes, ground just cracks
For some reason, though, that one makes I sort of like
because we're all
accept-
shifting on weird
accept that
plates in
one.
the
yeah,
earth.
Yeah, there's other stuff that sort of seems weird about the planet and the way it moves and landmass and stuff
Yeah.
that I can accept. It's the
Yeah.
only one I'll accept. But yeah, okay. Here's another one. This is by Cruiserman80. Doing IQ tests on social media and believing them to be accurate is a sign of having a low IQ. I think we should get this is a business idea, Cambo.
Yeah.
We'll create an app, an IQ app, and we put all our money into marketing.
Yep.
We say the most accurate IQ app
Yep.
in the world.
Yep.
And it costs $50 for the app. Sure.
Well, because a lot of computing that needs to go into it.
Yeah. Sort of a lot of working parts.
Yep.
And you open up the app and it says, you've got a low IQ. Because you just tried.
Because you bought it.
Because you thought
Yeah.
you thought that spending
thought this
$50
was
on an
like,
IQ app.
You
would
didn't look at the
accurately
reviews,
test
did
it.
you?
Yeah. Your IQ is low. Yeah. Oh, not looking at the reviews is good too. That's like, in fact, the longer the app is out, the lower your IQ. Like
Yeah.
the first person to download it, we're like,
Got ya.
you're slightly below average, but
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
too bad. And then they leave a terrible review.
Yeah.
And then the person that's like in the 50,000th user,
Yeah.
like, you're the dumbest
Yeah.
piece of shit in the world.
And then
That's what comes up.
And then what we do is we advertise our second app.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
called Idiot Detector.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says you open this,
Yeah.
and it will show you the closest idiot.
Based on
But-
the people that have done that, that's good.
But it takes a lot of computing power. So it's going to cost $50.
yeah.
You know what happens when you open the app?
Yeah.
Turns your selfie camera on.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem. Yeah, that's. I like
And then if they're really upset at our company,
Yeah.
we do have a customer feedback app.
that. Yeah.
There's a lot of computing power that goes into that though. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
wanna write in,
Yeah.
download the customer service app.
Do you know what I like? Happens with that. It looks like a customer service app. You kind of, you type in a response, you press send, but there's a little visual that kind of like packages up the message
Yeah,
into a
yeah.
little envelope,
Yep.
and it flies off and straight into a waste pipe or basket bin. I think that'd be good.
That's good. That's good. This is how we start our app empire.
Yeah. All right.
That's good. It's good stuff.
All right. We should move on into podnapping.
Oh my god, I'm being podnapped!
Podnapping.
This is podnapping, where we nap a pod. We take a topic of conversation or a segment from another thing, and we do it ourselves.
It's my week this week.
Mm-hmm.
I was struggling for a podnapping,
Oh.
and I was trawling through Reddit,
Oh yeah.
being like, "Come on, baby, give me something here."
Okay, but I do that every week,
Yep.
and it always fails.
It always fails.
Yeah.
But what I did do is I went into a subreddit and I went, maybe this subreddit will provide me with a podnapping.
Mm-hmm.
And it did, but not in the way I thought.
Okay.
Because when I was in this subreddit, I went, holy shit, there's way more people in this subreddit than I thought there was.
Okay.
So what I've done, I've collected a bunch of subreddits. And I'm going to give you 2 different subreddits each time, and you need to tell me which has more members
Oh,
between
okay.
the subreddits. Now, you've been on Reddit weekly for years now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, by osmosis, this has bled into your brain.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Well,
that's true.
it will be a test of whether or not it actually has seeped in at all.
Okay. Yep.
So, this is all about what has more subreddit members.
Yeah.
First 2 subreddits, r/askreddit and r/shower thoughts. What has more members?
Oh. Now, weirdly enough, I was looking at a popular subreddit. I can't remember which one it was. And I know it had 1.8 million. Followers. I'm going to say that Shower Thoughts has more.
Shower Thoughts has 28.1 million members.
You know what I've just realized? Might have been 18 million for the one that I was looking at.
Probably.
Yeah, not 1.8, because that would actually be kind of low.
Kind of small.
Anyway, sorry. Yes.
Shower Thoughts, that would be like Reddit on Reddit subreddit numbers.
Yeah, yeah,
1.8 million.
Yeah.
Shower Thoughts has 28.1 million members.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Reddit has 42.7 million.
Oh. Yeah, actually, I sort of get that now, even though I originally chose Shower Thoughts, because I was like, Shower Thoughts can be kind of dumb, but I
Yeah.
feel like Ask Reddit is like, it actually embodies Reddit the best.
Yeah.
It's about.
We should
it's-
have thought about that before you answered.
Yeah, well,
Here's one, and I want you to think about how Reddit works here.
okay.
r/life pro tips
Mm-hmm.
and r/unethical life pro tips.
I think I've said this before on the podcast, but I fucking hate life pro tips. I legitimately think,
Yeah, it's all like tie your shoelaces when you put on shoes.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the most obvious, mundane,
Or things
shit.
that aren't actually helpful.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Things that are so specific
Yeah.
to like one situation that you're like, this is not actually a life pro tip for anyone. Anyway, so based on that, I hope unethical life pro tips is more people.
Unethical Life Pro Tips has 1.5 million members.
Mm-hmm.
Life Pro Tips has 22 million members.
That's depressing.
I know.
It's so depressing. People get off life pro tips. Do you know what? It might be. Is that a standard default one?
I think Life Pro Tips.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or at least it was. I don't think they do default ones anymore. Or you
Oh,
at
do they
least
not?
curate it first when
Oh,
you create
right.
the
Yeah,
account. I think it works differently to
I
when
created mine
first
so long
signed up.
ago. Yeah, that it just gave me a bunch. Ask
Yeah.
Reddit and Shower Thoughts being 2 of them.
Yeah.
What has more members, r/movies or r/music?
Ooh.
Two competing mediums.
Yes.
And never the twain shall meet. You
I
never hear a song in a movie.
Yeah.
They wouldn't dare.
If I think of a movie lover and I think of a music lover, for some reason I feel like music lovers are more intense about their love of music than movie lovers are. So I'm going to say music.
r/movies has 31.5 million members. r/music has 32.5 million. Has 1 million more users than movies.
Yeah, that was my exact calculation that I thought about.
Speaking of music,
Mm-hmm.
these were two subreddits that, for some reason, were just in my timeline, even though I don't remember ever having subscribed to them.
Yeah.
Which band has more in their subreddit?
Okay.
r/Blink-182 or r/Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Oh, interesting. Oh, I'm just going to go, I think, based on my own preferences, perhaps. No, but I reckon it will be a lot opposite. I actually think that Blink-182 has more, but if I was to go by my own preferences, I would say Red Hot Chili Peppers. But I'm saying Blink-182.
Blink-182 has 104,000 in their subreddit.
Okay.
Red Hot Chili Peppers has 103,000.
Ah, yeah.
There's 1,000 bit difference in their subreddits.
That's funny. Yeah. Nailed it, Kimber.
Here's a personal one for you.
Okay.
r/Melbourne
Mm-hmm.
or r/Sydney?
Oh.
What has more people?
I think definitely Melbourne because
Definitely.
I'm pretty sure that, we're a better city. Yeah, because we've got a lot of entertainment and stuff.
Yeah.
This is
But if you were traveling to Australia,
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
think
that's
you
true.
would
If
look
you're
up r/Sydney?
overseas people, you might think Sydney. Oh, I didn't think about that.
as an Australian, obviously you'd choose Melbourne.
Melbourne, obviously.
Because have you
I want to
had...
say, just like legitimately, Melbourne has so much more shit. I was talking about this with somebody the other day, right? Which I've never been able to like work out like what it is about Melbourne that I would say is better than Sydney.
Nelson, have you had the coffee?
Um,
Have you been in a laneway?
yeah. Have you experienced
say,
everything?
I went for a coffee yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
meeting a bunch of people. Never been to this place. Is in the city.
Yeah.
As I was walking up, I was like, I can't see a sign for it.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's going to be down an alley.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah, it was.
it was.
That's pretty common.
Yeah.
No, but somebody was saying it's that if you just want to do something in Melbourne, like you don't have to have anything in mind, but if you're like, I want to do this one thing, you'll be able to do it in Melbourne. Doesn't matter what that thing is. In Sydney, you'll be like, I might want to do this one thing. They'll be like, can't do it. It doesn't exist here. And it also includes things like sports and
Sydney doesn't even know what sports
education.
is. Don't tell them.
Have no idea. But yeah, there's just the idea of like, oh, I want to go to a place that like specializes in muffins. There'll be that in Melbourne, but
There'll
there
be
won't
10
be
of
that
them,
in
yeah.
Sydney. Yeah, exactly. They're just like, yeah, I thought it was such a good way to put it. That Melbourne just, if you can think of it, it exists.
Yeah.
But in Sydney, it has to exist before you even
Yeah.
set out to do it. Anyway, okay, so for this one, I'm going to say Melbourne.
Okay. Melbourne has 636,000 members.
Oh, no, Sydney's going to be more.
Sydney has 447,000. We trounced them.
What?
We have 667. They have 443.
Oh,
447,
sorry. I thought you said
We have 200,000 more.
the opposite.
No.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
More things to do and more people in our subreddit.
And more people on our subreddit.
Here's just a random mashup.
Yeah.
What has more, r/pics or r/news?
Ooh. I mean, pics, I think.
You reckon pics? Now exclusively pictures of John Oliver or something? Or at least it was for a while.
What's it?
Yeah. I think
Oh.
it was during the Reddit blackout thing.
Oh,
that they did.
okay. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
sure.
It was just a thing they did.
Yeah.
r/pics has 30 million
Ooh,
people in that
that's a
subreddit. r/news has 26 million.
Ah,
Bless.
pics.
Pics.
Yeah, because nobody wants
Yeah.
news. People want
Because
pics.
when you get a news headline, every comment's pics or it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You're like, well, that's in.
I'll go to the pic subreddit to see if it happened.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes there will be pics in pics that are newsworthy.
Here's
So-
one that intrigued me.
Yeah.
Tangentially related. r/world news
Mm-hmm.
or r/today I learned.
Oh, interesting. Ooh. I think it might still be today I learned.
Okay.
I reckon.
Today I learned has 32.7 million people.
Mhm.
World News has 32.8 million.
Oh.
Just
Wow.
beats
I'm
Today I Learned.
genuinely surprised by that. That's that seems good. It seems positive.
Yeah.
People are interested
World
in
News
world
has way
news.
more than news, by the way. Has like millions more people in it in World News than news.
Yes, I think I have experienced that the news subreddit sucks.
Yeah.
But world news is like, actually interesting
Yeah.
topics that are relevant to
Everyone.
everyone. Yeah.
3 more left.
Mm-hmm.
r/gaming or r/today I fucked up.
Ooh, there are a lot of gamers that also I would say crossover with Reddit.
Yes. I believe Today I Fucked Up, was that a default one back in the day?
Yeah, I think it was a default one, which maybe sways me a little bit. I think Today I Fucked Up, wasn't that even pre-Reddit? Wasn't that a website?
Was it?
I think so. Or something similar. People like submitted their like, yeah, Today I Fucked Up. I think so. I'm going to go with no, you know what? I think Today I Fucked Up maybe reaches a larger audience as a whole. So I'll say Today I
Well,
Fucked
Today I Fucked Up has 18.5 million members.
Oh, now I want to change it to gaming because 18.5 seems really low.
And gaming has 38
Yeah.
million.
That's how, as soon as you said the number, I was like, gaming will have way more than that. Yeah, okay.
r/explain like I'm 5
Oh,
or r/Wall Street bets.
Okay, that's funny. If you had asked me a few years ago,
Yeah, you would-
then
you
I
would not have-
gone explain like I'm 5.
Yeah.
But now everybody's like, oh my god, if I'm on this subreddit, I could quickly buy shares and
Yeah.
make millions of dollars. I will say then, God, do you know I actually quite like the explain like I'm 5 subreddit?
Yeah.
Occasionally there'll be this one thing that you've like, a thing in life that you've never really questioned. And then somebody asks that question
Yeah.
about it. And you're like, for example, I think one I read was, why does plastic still have droplets of water on it after it's been in the dishwasher? Do you know why?
No.
It's because the plastic doesn't retain the heat.
Ah,
So
okay. Yeah, so
all
the
the
heat will
items,
evaporate
like,
it.
evaporate, get rid of it. But the plastic, because it doesn't retain it,
Yeah.
I thought that's such an interesting. Anyway,
Interesting.
that's a side story.
Yeah. That and Out of the Loop, I generally.
Oh
like.
yeah, Out of the Loop is great
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say.
Mhm.
What was the other? I want to find what?
Wall Street Bets.
Wall Street Bets. I'm going to say only because of recent history. Wall Street Bets.
Wall Street Bets has 14.2 million members.
Okay.
Explain Like a 5 has 22.5.
I should have gone with that one. Okay.
You should have, because it was the right answer.
Yeah.
This is the
And
last
it's a
one.
good subreddit.
This is the last
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
r/am I the asshole
Ooh.
versus r/IMA, which is where a lot of AMAs
AMA.
take place.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna say, am I the asshole? Oh, but then again, I think the AMA was one of the default ones in back in the day, maybe. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna go with am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole has 10.2 million.
Oh, that's actually quite a
Members.
lot lower than I thought it would.
AMA or IMA or
Yeah.
however you want to pronounce it. 22.5 million.
Oh, yeah, that's
More than double.
crazy. I honestly can't remember the last time I've seen an IAMA.
Me neither.
post.
But like I went in there to check this and it's really active.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's two, isn't there? Because there's a IAMA and AMA.
Yeah.
And I think one's meant to be like,
This one's like professionals and stuff.
oh,
being
okay.
like,
I thought that
I
other was
I
the
am
other way
a
around.
doctor
Oh,
who
yeah,
specializes
yeah.
in this. Ask me anything.
But not celebrities. See, I think there's one that's
It's
like
just
just
words.
AMA
Yeah.
that I think is like
Yeah.
you have to be
Though-
vetted.
Every IMA
Yeah.
post ends with AMA.
Yeah. yeah. Because, I think I didn't really like that.
That podnapping?
subreddit.
Oh,
that
okay, what?
subreddit. Yeah. That subreddit. Because I was like, I don't know. That like unless you have something interesting to say,
Yeah.
which I think is the other subreddit, which is like AMA. That's like I am a researcher and I've just discovered that black holes are actually God's farts.
Yeah.
And
AMA.
AMA. And then you're like, oh, that's an interesting topic. But when it's just so generalized as like I am this profession.
You know what upsets me?
Yeah.
Say this scientist just discovered black holes are God's farts.
Yeah.
And he says, ask me anything.
Yeah.
He always asks me about the one thing.
Yeah.
It's always about the black holes. He says, ask him anything.
Anything.
Do you
How are
believe in
you?
angels?
How are you? Yeah.
How much money do you have in your wallet?
Yeah,
ask him
yeah.
anything.
What's your bank account details?
Yeah.
Anywho, that was an okay podnapping. And now it's time for the Ask Me Anything, where you have to be a professional
Yeah.
to write in and ask us anything you want.
Doesn't get more professional than Hazza.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was written in. Gentlemen cunts. Good start. Good start.
Mm-hmm.
For starters, kudos to both Nelson and Stacey for their impressive ability to identify the celebrities in Cambo's podnappings. I did one.
Thank you very much. Honestly, I really appreciate that. I felt like I did a great job.
You did, yeah. We originally brought Stacey in as a ringer. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're like, sure, geez, Nelson would be terrible. at this."
Yeah.
And, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
I got one, and only because I'd heard it before. Honestly, I'm stoked at how quickly they got. Shocked at how quickly. Thank you for that.
I was like, this is going to read two different ways.
I sorry, I was getting a phone call at the same time, so
Yeah.
I was doing second screen entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at how quickly they got some of them.
Or stoked.
Or stoked. Hazard didn't mention which one they got, which kind of upsets me.
You have to guess. What do you reckon? Which one?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh.
'Cause it was in a movie, I believe.
No way. Nobody
It's
got
for a
it.
movie.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe Jeremy Renner. No, that's maybe just because you played it for me before in the past. You're like, listen to this idiot.
Yeah. My random question: if you could tame one wild animal to be your pet, indoor or outdoor, assuming housing them isn't an issue, what would you choose? Love you guys, Hazza.
Okay. I actually would legitimately love. I don't know if this is cliche or something, but I would love to have like a lion as a pet. I love cats. I love cat. I got a cat at the moment.
Yeah.
And
The
like,
cat's so big it pretty much is a lion.
it's so close to being a lion. Yeah. It's like how
And like a true lion, it is scared of the heater.
yeah. You're like an idiot. It's scared of the heater.
That's anti-cat behavior.
That is definitely anti-cat behavior. Yeah. It's anti-everything behavior. Every animal in the world should love the heater. Anyway, because I just think they're like they're really cool. And or even like maybe a tiger or something, some sort of big cat.
Yeah.
I would like, I think.
Yeah. Look,
I just think they're so cool.
yeah. Like we're assuming that, like, again, housing them isn't an issue, so the ethical sides or whatever.
Yeah.
Love to hang out.
They
with
want to
a-
be there.
Love to hang out with a monkey.
Oh yeah, monkey actually would be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Maybe a little
It might be a
chimpanzee.
bit much. Is the only thing I'm worried about. Like looking after a kid, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Kind of tamed, but like I feel like it would just get rowdy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, possibly.
Maybe.
Unlike those docile tigers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I sort of think so.
Yeah, they probably
like
just lie
aside
around.
from the hunting.
Yeah.
I feel like they
Yeah.
do just sit around most.
You'll
of
be
the-
hunted every now and again.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
apart from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. I've tamed it. My neighbors.
Hey guys, I'm thinking about letting these gazelles out. I wouldn't.
yeah,
I
oh,
wouldn't.
boy.
Oh, that's a lion. But
Yeah. It'd be funny. Everyone got one wild animal, and then all the people that chose any like
yeah, look at this antelope.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah, any herbivores, they're dead. It's silly. Yeah, I reckon that'd probably be it. Any other interesting animals?
No,
I mean,
they're the
honestly,
two.
I wouldn't hate an elephant either
Mhm.
because of riding purposes.
Mm.
I think that could be fun.
Yep. Yeah.
If it's happy with it. I'm assuming in this situation, it's like, I love it.
It loves it.
Unlike the sad ones in Thailand when you're like, oh my God.
Yeah,
you've
get on this
just been-
drugged up elephant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dolphin, maybe.
Ooh, dolphin would be cool if I was housed
You
near
had the facility to
near a
accommodate.
sea. Yeah.
It wasn't some kind of SeaWorld sad dolphin enclosure where they're not getting enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Maybe you had some kind of system that went out to the ocean so they could come and go back.
Yeah.
It comes
yeah.
and chills out, but when it needs to go for
Yeah.
a big swim, it goes out in the ocean and comes back.
It's got a little suit with legs.
Yeah.
It can walk in.
Yeah.
House. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that's it.
T-Rex.
No, yeah, you've done it.
Yep.
You've done it.
All right. Good. Now we can end the show.
Thank God.
Thank you for adding in Hazza. If you would like to write into us, you can do so. Reddit podcast, READIT podcast, gmail.com.
Yep.
You can also reach us
Yep.
at our Discord
Yes.
and our subreddit.
Yeah.
We'd also appreciate if you could rate the show.
Yep.
Subscribe.
Yep.
If you're not subscribed already.
Yep.
Who's not subscribed? It's so easy. It's like a button is there.
Yeah.
You just click it. It's done.
If you don't subscribe,
Yeah.
we've got an app for you.
Oh, yeah.
It'll test all kinds of intelligence.
Oh, yeah.
It might be really intelligent. You never know.
Yeah, you should buy it. It's $50. A lot of processing. Thanks for listening, everyone. Read you later.